Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, viewers. Welcome to the next installment of the Gillingham Giants Save, a challenge in which we can use players that are 6'4" and above, and we take Gillingham Town from tier 10 to the Prem, and we try to build a legacy using only players that are 6'4" and above, as I said before. I am currently recording this after the final whistle of the Arsenal-Man City game. Arsenal got trounced 4-1. And, tears, shock. Well, some may say it was expected for us to lose, but I didn't think a team that's challenging for the league would play that poorly. I thought it would be a closer game than it was. I think Rob Holding is a disgrace. I think he is the same level of player as Carl Jenkinson. He's stealing a living. I don't know why we signed Kivior and we're not playing him. That's a disgrace. I don't know why Holding was on the side of Haaland. Surely we want to play our stronger centre-back on Haaland and De Bruyne. He scored a goal. I would forgive him, he scored 5, and we won 5-4 in the end. But, it doesn't matter, he scored. Well done. If I see him in the streets, I'm shaving his head bald. I can't lie, I don't care. And Mikel Arteta as well, after that performance, if I see in the streets, your head is getting shaved as well. Getting your head look like Xhaka did to Jack Grealish and shaving your head. You don't deserve hair after that performance. Anyways, welcome to the save, I'll see you in the next section. And now for the transfer section, I had a little bit of a break to calm down from the Arsenal result. Talking about it is a bit therapeutic, and just, talking about the save is therapeutic. Just to check we're recording. Yeah, okay, we're recording. Apologies for that. So Tyrese Pedral came back on loan. Got recalled halfway through because he wasn't playing enough games, although he played, I believe, 20 for us this season, 24, and then came back and played a single one for them, except in the FA Cup. So that was a bit of a waste. He was developing. He was a good rotation option. We had him last season, and Exeter hate us as a club and hate me as a manager, which is just lovely to see and hear. Then it was Michael Rowlands, who is a physical beast. If you look at this section over here, I saw this as like, yes, we need him. Technically, yeah, he can kind of cross, and that's all about he's good decent in the tackle. Good as a over exaggeration, but he is probably the best left wing back that we could have got this season, without a shadow of a doubt. And he's a leading Vanarama national, leading Vanarama north and south, but he played way better because of his physicality, running up and down the pitch constantly, improving as well. He's improved a lot since joining us. I don't know why this is messed up. If I can fix it real quick. Progress. Yeah, as you can see, he has improved nearly a whole star rating, so we've made him the footballer he is today. His average rating's been a bit cruel to him, but yeah. That's Michael Rowlands. Then Joseph Kabodi. Well, I thought was a solution to a deep line forward. He did the job, to be fair. He got 20 appearances and then 20 off the bench, but he always came late. 12 goals in those games. Hates big matches, which is kind of a theme with all our players. Or strikers, really. I just thought the physicality... The only problem with him being deep lying forward is his link-up play. His passing and vision is quite poor. Decisions are actually pretty good, and mentally he's decently well-rounded. Leadership and position don't really matter to him, but apart from that, he's decently well-rounded. Not too much to complain. He's been a bit of a passenger. Realistically, I don't know if I want to renew him. He's here for another year. I might try to sell him for anything, or maybe even for free. Because he's one of those players that was good this season, but I don't know if he's going to be useful next season. And then we had Richard Chin, the Malaysian international. I think the Richard Chin is a good name. Also hates big matches, so it's just a theme with our team as hating big matches. And he is a very good wing-back for us, at least. He's a leading Vanarama National League player. Getting paid £750 a week. Maybe at the beginning of the season that was a bit of a risk, but it definitely paid off. Average rating is 6.78, so a bit better than Rowlands. 2 assists. I feel like he probably could have had a bit more if we had better strikers going up top, but it's a different story. His decision making, really, 15 decisions, that's what really drew me to Richard Chin, who liked it. And the technicals are not too bad. Defensively, his marking and his finishing and dribbling is a bit low for a wing back, or at least you want. But for a 6'4" wing back at this level, that's not too bad. And hopefully his international appearances boost our reputation a little bit as a club that we have internationals in our team. But yeah, that's Richard Chin. And finally, Elkan Baga, another international player for Indonesia this time, 60 appearances, £675 a week. He came a bit later in the season after Pedrado got recalled from his loan. And yeah, we were able to pick him up. He initially refused to join us, but after a couple of months of sitting out, realizing no one wants to come and pay for him. In the beginning, he wanted 1.2k. He is definitely not of the quality of 1.2k per week, but Baga, he's a decently well-rounded centre back. Can play right wing. I don't know how that happened or who convinced this poor man that he can play right wing. I mean, he's decently quick, resolute. That's good personality. I was going to say keep him on the club until he retires, make him a coach with that personality, or even just for mentoring when we get a couple of young players in the future. But 27, I don't know if he's going to stick around for that long. But yeah, that was Baga, and that was the last purchase. Welcome to the next portion of the video. We're going to be reviewing the schedule, the season overall, a couple of the players and how they got on and all of that stuff. So we started the season against Newport County. We beat them 3-1. We actually started off the season really well, not losing a game until Scunthorpe in October. So we went nearly 2 months unbeaten. We were first in the league until this point. We got a lot of 0-0s. We're not conceding a lot of goals, and this is actually a theme throughout the season that, in the end, spoilers, we did beat the record for the least goals conceded in the league. Unfortunately, just like picking up 1-0 losses here and there to Scunthorpe and to Sutton. Then we lost in the Royal National. We lost to Gateshead. And I was really disappointed. As you can see, we're doing okay in the FA Cup. We beat Sutton, and we won a bit of a winning run. Sound like Barry Kripke from The Big Bang Theory. Then we actually lost to Cheltenham in the FA Cup second round, which is very disappointing, as I wanted to become like a trophy like club. We wanted not a trophy club, but like a cup competition, like we do well in the cups. I wanted to be like our identity, but it was not to be, as we lost 2-1. Gabodi picked up a goal, but it meant nothing as the game was already lost by that point. Then that kind of ruined morale. We drew the next 2 games, but they felt a bit like losses. We fell off into second place this time. Then we played Dartford. We got a sending off in the 30th minute with Kevin Payne-Wharton, the 6'8" lanky boy in midfield. Can play striker, but mainly covers the midfield role, as he has been trained there naturally to play there by his previous employer, Luton. But yeah, he got himself sent off, and that didn't really help. And then who did we play afterwards? Well, we still won. Quinn secured. He's a penalty taker for some reason, still our best penalty taker, and he secured the win in the 89th minute. Then we went on a losing run. I don't know why I keep confusing my W's and R's today. One of them days, I suppose. We lost 3-1 in the FA Trophy, Leyton Orient. I thought that they're a good club, professional club. And we were definitely not the favourites in this run, and we lost 3-1. Gabodi still picked up a goal, but a lot of his goals, he picked up a couple, but they never really meant anything most of the time. Then Oggy, the hero, picked up a goal as well. Actually going to start in 11, but it didn't matter either because we lost. Then we lost again. We lost again. Only 1-0 results. We didn't really get smashed. We got like 3-1 in the cup, but apart from that, we were pretty defensively solid, I'd say, and I expected that to happen. The way we played, our tactics and our personnel would be the best at the back, as I always said throughout the whole save, and it clearly comes to fruition in the fixtures, as you can see. We beat Halifax 1-0. See, that's the thing. I wish we had better strikers, and I've seen some cracking players, but we're semi-professional at this stage. Spoilers. And we couldn't attract those players, but they were so good, and if we could have got them, we would have smashed the league 100%, because they would have improved our attacks so to an impossible extent. Because Gabodi, he's good, clearly you can get a couple goals, but he's not that elite striker, at least for this level, whether you consider elite. Then played a friendly because we got knocked out of cups, beat them, won the next two, then we lost to Bath, then demolished Coda. I like it when you're out of the cup. I usually just put like a very weak team, boost your morale, maybe like rotate a couple players and all that. And then our form became a bit patchy during this period from February to April. Really to the end of the season, you could argue. We'd done really well in this portion, and then it got a bit patchy with 0-0s against Barnet that we should have won. We drew again, and we lost 3-2 to Spennymoor, which is disappointing because they were 18th at the time. They were a team to beat. Then we played Scunthorpe. Then we got 3 draws back to back against Bournemouth, who were on 14 for the time. Gateshead, Gateshead finished top 7, so they were actually just not a bad point to get. But point still stands. Like Northampton were 24, so that was an easy win. And then it was win, loss, draw. And then a final game of the season, which by the time we played this game, the title was done. We knew we were in the playoffs anyway, pretty much secured. So I think the players' morale went down. But then I had a talk with them. I told them what's what, and what I was trying to say is, I don't know why my brain just got fried there for a second. What I was trying to say is that I had a team talk with the team. I told them, boys, listen, this is playoffs. This is our chance to get promoted, to be a recognised football club, start greatness, build your legacies, all that inspirational, you don't know me, son, type stuff. Who'll carry the boats and all that. And it worked as we beat the Oldham Athletic 3-0, which I was very surprised. I didn't know we're going to come with that much intensity. I didn't know I was that much of a motivator and an inspirational figure for the boys. But I'm just going to show you these goals real quick. I don't know if we're going to do a compilation of the goals, because I don't know if anyone really cares. That's why, people want to see gameplay. I get that in the goals, and there is a cracking goal waiting that you're going to see very soon. So that's Asamoah's goal. It was a nice tap-in. Just a poacher's goal, I suppose, and that's what Michael Asamoah was all about. Adahan Twin scores a free kick, which is a very big surprise. He's, in my head, he's like a 6'4" type Perlo, good passing and free kick taking and just a technical player. In reality, he's not that at all. He can't really kick a ball. That was a fluke that he curled that in. And then Anthony Quinn, our centre-back that takes penalties, slots it in. He's got a good conversion rate. And then I don't remember who actually got the red card or how, and it doesn't say. Michael Rowell, oh yeah, I remember now. He couldn't play in the final. I thought, Jesus Christ. Michael Rowell is one of our best players, instrumental figure on the left. We don't really have much backup for him. With Creasy and O'Brien. O'Brien hates the club because he didn't get to play enough games, but I told him you're a backup, and he was like, no, stop, shush, trying to shush me, General G style, and yeah, he wasn't too happy. So I decided to go with Creasy, I believe, in this game. If we check, yeah, Kai Creasy did fill in, and this is, prep yourself for this, okay? Let's write a narrative for this game. Let's actually appreciate what happened here. So we're going as the underdogs into the playoff final to secure us promotion, to elevate Gillingham Town as a football club. We started from the depths of Division 10, players that were getting paid £10 a game to perform, players who didn't know how to pass the ball. We were hoof merchants. We were just knocking the ball over our position and hoping for the best. This was a time to cement our legacy, and one man did cement his legacy. I'm going to show you the goal that secured us promotion in the 88th minute to win us the tie against Doncaster. We slayed the Giants. Ironically, we are the Giants, but we did slay the Giants. Tones to Pissy, And when this cross came in, I didn't think anything of it. And then Oggy, facing the wrong way, backwards, bicycle kick, scores, and that's the title secured. Well, not the playoff title secured. But can we just appreciate this man, Kieran Oggy? I'm going to show you again because it's a thing of beauty. Kieran Oggy never attempted a bicycle kick, never showed an inclination of acrobatic ability, and then on the grandest stage of them all, just pulls that off the back. That was incredible. The scream in my room at midnight, after, to be honest, it was the only good thing to happen last night, because Arsenal, well, for those who know, lost 4-1, and I needed a thing to lift me up, and that definitely did it. Kieran Oggy, and there's a reason he's going to be the first Hall of Fame inductee when he retires. There's a reason he's a club legend at Gillingham Town. There's a reason he's still here. There is a reason he made the most appearances for the club, and he scored the most goals for the club, because he is a phenomenal player, a once-in-a-generation type player. Pele skipped school to watch his highlights. Kieran Oggy, ladies and gentlemen, what a performance. And that was the end of the season. That was the last game. There's not, in an ideal world, I would love to show you all the goals and all the games and all that stuff. But then, the time scheduled, I could make the videos. It'll be slower, and I have exams coming up, as I'll probably mention later in the video and explain it in more depth. But in the future, I do have ideas or plans to kind of go in the same direction as other Football Manager content creators, where they go live. So if you want to catch the clips and see it live, all the games, and come and hang out, you can, and then get those clips from the live, edit them, and then post them as episodes in that manner, and then maybe still do a season review after everything's wrapped up, for those who don't have the time and all want to and prefer this type of style, who just want to see the end of the season. That'll still be possible, but maybe after my exams are done, we'll start to explore that possibility. But for now, I think that's all from the games, which was, as you can see, it was a good season. I don't know how you can last of the transfers, I believe, and I'll see you in the next section. I was going to go through every single player in that section, but I stopped myself, luckily. If we quickly have a look here, our estimated value is now 1.03 million. We have improved our training facilities for the keen-eyed viewers. We are now a star. We have a basic facilities, which is a 1 star. Reputation 1.5 stars, and we also were able to improve our youth recruitment with all the money we made from last season's cup runs. Basic youth recruitment now 1.5 silver stars, which is quite poor, but we'll keep improving our youth facilities, and one day our aim is to get one decent 6'4" player at some stage. And now for this season's youth intake day, we have actually a decent looking talent. So before we actually have a look, I just want to quickly say about a facility. So we have improved, I think, one of the youth recruitment. We got to basic youth recruitment now, and training facilities have improved. We don't have a youth head of youth development or nothing like any youth staff currently in our club. Probably will be focusing on them when we actually become professional. So as of now, the youth intake day won't be crazy and exciting, but in the future I imagine it'll be probably one of the most exciting times of the year, or usually is for me anyways. I love the youth academy players. So we'll start off at the bottom. I saw a fun nationality there, but I'll pretty much run through who, if there's any 6'4" and above players. Oh, sorry for stuttering there, I had a burp coming. Just real quickly, 5'8", Manny Vivish, that's a funny name. 5'11", Hibbs Wardham, 6'2", nearly. I mean, I'm not going to be too upset if any of these players at the bottom are not great, as well, are not 6'4" and they can't qualify because they're not great, is what I was trying to say. Georgios Ginosinu, 5'10", 6'2". I'm recording this right before the Man City Arsenal game, pretty much the title league, Premier League decider, which is exciting. I'm nervous as hell, and this is actually getting recorded. I decided to record it live before the season ends, so I don't know if we won the league, if we're in the playoffs, if we won the playoffs. I don't know what's happened there. Have I checked Alfie Shade? Oh, for goodness sake, he's 5'4". We need another foot growth from him. A Burundi international would be fun. I've never seen a Burundian player, but yeah, Gregory 5'7", Jimmy Little, and Carlton Alain, our best player. 1.5 stars is actually not bad. If he's 6'3", fairly ambitious. The thing is, he's a. Okay, that's a very good, like, quality player for someone like our club and our national league quality. That's pretty crazy. I might sign him and think he's 15, so he might grow, and he's the only signing from this youth academy, unfortunately, crop. In the future, it should be more fun and more exciting. And if there's, like, good players and they're not 6'4", I'm not sure. Do we sign them, develop them, sell them? Or do we just not allow ourselves to get them in? Because in the youth academy, you never know. They might be good, they might be not. I mean, if they're not 6'4", they won't be making it to our first team ever. That's full stop. But do we sign them just to have them to boost our youth intake? Like, they can play in the cups and like win them, and we boost our reputation, and we can like sell them on or loan them out for money. Maybe. Or like just develop some cool young talent. If they're from a cool nation, we have to let me know in the comments what you think on that. And yeah, that'll conclude this youth section. And now for the season review to end off today's video. See what the fan opinions are on the club and whatnot. So our best new arrival allegedly has been Joseph Kabodi. Strikers tend to do the best in this category, as they usually get the highest average ratings because they score the goals. But my favorite player is definitely Michael Rowland, just by the look of, like, the way he played, the look of him, the idea of him, the philosophy behind him. I'd say he was my favorite, but Joseph Kabodi did a good shift, so we can't complain. And then okay, they're not bothered with any of our releases. Moments to remember, we did finish third in the end, as you've seen in the previous section. A bit unfortunate, but we overachieved. Everyone's ecstatic about that. Average attendance was 1,781 fans, so under 50% attendance to our stadium. And our biggest win, only 3-0, which we've seen crazy results, but you know, we're not going to be too upset. Then match to remember was the Boreham Wood one. And also, I'd love for someone to explain to me how they pick the match to remember, because it was just a normal mid-table. Like, I think Boreham Wood were 14th, we were fast, and I think we won 2-0. Like, I don't know why that's the match to remember, why it's the most important match. If anything, the match to remember should have been the fucking playoff final with Kieran Oggy scoring the bicycle kick, as we can see here again. This should be the playoff final goal, right? In the 88th minute, if we have a quick look at it again. It was a thing of beauty. Well, once it loads, of course. Here we go. Pissy. Tones. Was it Pissy that got the assist in the end? It was. I've never seen him attempt a bicycle kick or anything, like an acrobatic effort, and he just bags one in. And that's probably going to be goal of the season, goal of the series even. I highly doubt we'll see a goal of that magnitude. I just wish we saw it live. That's my only regret. That, like, probably in another universe where I was making the videos like on an episode basis. Let's be honest, the playoff final is probably the best and most entertaining, like, content for a video. And if that went in, I reckon there would have been crazy limbs in the video. I'll probably be screaming, knob out and everything. But yeah, that's definitely, like, that's why I love Football Manager, because moments like that, club legend Kieran Oggy, 1.5 star rated, you know, he's getting on a bit, club legend, playoff final. I was like, do I get him the game? Could be something special could happen, and he does that. That's what Football Manager is all about. And our reputation has gone up to a 1.5 star local team, which are, as long as we keep improving, I don't really mind. The dream, obviously, the place you want to be is the 3 stars, as in you can pretty much sign anyone, mainly the Brazilians, let's be honest. No sponsorships. Annual revenue, sorry. Sponsorship, we got a bit we got exactly the same money, sorry. Broadcast revenue, we got less, mainly because of a cup run. Well, we didn't do so well in the cup this year. Corporate hospitality, we got more. We had more fans in attendance, so that makes more sense. Competition prize money, obviously, is going to be drastically lower as we didn't do so well. And matchday commercial retail actually went up, which is nice. Merchandise, Ian Kane sold the most shirts, which is surprising. Asamoah, that makes sense, top goal scorer and everything. Baggett, all the Indonesian fans loved him. Quinn, the Australian centre-back, he said he wants to leave at the end of the season. So did Kane last year, but we'll see if Quinn stays, because he'll be a good squad player, really, or even starting 11 player, most likely, because I don't know if he'll be able to improve that much in the centre position. And Oggy obviously will always sell some shirts. We've sold 252 shirts. Non-domestically made 1.2 thousand. Okay, I don't know. Maybe all the Malaysians are buying, and Malaysians and Indonesians are buying all our shirts. Our lineup, obviously the new tactic, the 5-3-2. Yeah, that's that count. That makes 10, and then goalkeeper makes 11. I was very confused with the numbers. I am quite retarded when it comes to the maths. Here we go. Fans play the season was actually Toby Scott, which is very surprising. Let's have a quick look. 7.9 rating. He has actually improved drastically as a footballer. For us, he has reached his potential at the age of 26. He's been a very good servant to the club. He's been here since the first season. 201 appearances. He wasn't really an instrumental figure in our team until this switch, until this position that he can play in opened up, and yeah, he's excelled and he's done really, really well. He'll probably be a squad player for at least next season. I don't know going forwards how he'll figure, but he's played well, so I don't see a reason why we should get rid of him. Then we got young player of the season was Aoden Twin. Let's call him Twin. Where is he from? Eligibility, just English. Well, that's a very strange name. Well, I don't know if it's strange. I just never came across it in my personal life, so I don't know how to really pronounce it. 149 appearances, so he probably get to 150 next season. He is here for another year. I'm very happy about that. He's a lead environment national North and South, but he will most likely improve, and he is good enough for our team. He's still highly rated at 3.5 stars. That's Twin, and then sign of season Gabodi, we know that goal. The season Oggy, obviously, he's gonna be 30 next year. Oh, Kieran. Top goal scorer Michael Asamoah, of course, 22 goals, most assists. Twin, very pleased to see that. Gabodi got man of the matches, probably for scoring off the bench, goal winning games. Goal, yes, goal, yeah, okay. Highest average rating, Pissy, 7.1, is actually the best performing player at the club. I wouldn't expect that from Pissy, but he does look good, although he has regressed as a footballer, unfortunately. But he still looks good, and he is, most importantly, capable of passing the ball compared to the rest of our team. His decision making is probably the one thing I would improve about him if I could. His contract is expiring and he will be offered a new contract. And yeah, he obviously completes the most passes. Billy Collins, record breakers. So Billy Collins got the most clean sheets at 27. And most league appearances by Oggy 256. That record might take a while for anyone to break. I don't know if anyone will break his record, especially as he will still get game time, of course, next season in the footballing leagues. And then Kieran Oggy also got the most goals, 172. Might be difficult for someone to break it, but we'll see. And what they say, non-league paper. Once Gillingham Town got rolling early in the season, looked hard to stop them going on to promotion. Really, I don't think that's an accurate statement. We started off really well, but then we kind of fell off and we fell to 3rd place, but we won the playoffs in a remarkable fashion, and it was a remarkable season, as said by Frankie Driver. So there you go. This is I don't know, record points haul. I don't really care for this feature. I don't think I ever will. Introduced to Gillingham Town overall best 11. So we have Collins, Nsumbu, Spokes, Yusel, Creasy, Shitu, Tone, Scott, Hill, Gregory, and Moses. Gregory, are they still here? Yeah, he's still here. That was a season review. Where are they now? And let's report. Actually, let's see. We got 3,200 followers from getting promoted, so we're getting there. We're going to be playing against Gillingham soon. The actual, like, the big club, but I think they're in League One. I don't know. In this save, where they are, they might be in Football League 2. Who knows? We have 1% corporate fans, 20% casuals, 12 were fair weather, family 24. Core goes down. I don't know how that makes sense, because surely the better you do, or even like your hardcore ones, like the better you do, surely the core and hardcore stay and people convert, they fall in love with the club if you do well. That's what I don't understand, like how can that keep going down? There's one of them weird ones, like unless you really upset the fans, that probably shouldn't go down at any stage, really, in reality. I assume it's going to be attempt to avoid relegation. Yeah. Play defensively solid. We did actually beat the record for the least amount of goals conceded. Play direct football. We kind of did. I play counter-attacking. We try. Entertaining football. It depends on your preference. Make the most of set pieces. All that. Okay. Thank you very much. Jake Tones has ascended to be a team leader. Toby Scott is also the most highly influential player from that bracket. And that's good. NLTC meeting up with the off-camera. New season team report and end of season squad break. Okay, I think for this season that's everything for this review. I'll catch you in the end of next season, actually, and yeah, we'll just be doing seasonal reviews and seeing what's going to save, showing you a couple clips, showing the players, the stories, you know. Maybe in the summer, because I'm having for those, if you stay this long, you're probably interested in the save. So this is an update for the save. So I'm gonna have exams starting next week, and they end. My last exam is on the 18th of May. After my exam period, obviously the volume of videos will increase, as I'll be able to play Football Manager more often without feeling guilt that I'm not revising for my exams. Maybe even start streaming, which would be exciting and a bit scary. And yeah, maybe we'll stream the save and then get like kind of what Zealand does, that type of style, and the second yellow card where they play their saves on stream, and then they cut the clips, edit it, put it together, and then upload it to YouTube. And then you can get best of both worlds if you want to see it live, or if you want to just catch it on YouTube and see what's going on. And that's, I think, probably the best way to go forwards. But obviously, I don't know if that's going to be a camera, because I don't know if I can afford a camera really, and all that stuff, but I'll definitely give it a go. I don't know if I'll be streaming on YouTube, maybe on Twitch. Probably Twitch makes more sense. And yeah, I'll definitely keep you posted. So just to let you know, the volume of videos will decrease over the next 2 weeks, nearly, like a bit of 2 weeks, so please forgive me. Do not unsub, do not go elsewhere. The Gillingham Giants will continue, and we will build a legacy, and we will create the best club of the biggest men. But it will just slow down during this time period, and then afterwards it'll pick up. If you made it this far into the video, you clearly enjoyed it in some capacity, and I'm very grateful for that. And I would implore you to please subscribe, like, leave me a comment. I'll always respond to all the comments. Ask if you want to ask a question or tell me anything, please do. If you've got any advice, more than welcome. And yeah, all hail Sean Dyche, our patron saint of the channel, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully. Bye.